This is my 2x6 that I'm going to be used to correct this so we have more of a straight line going across here. You can see how our base is kind of catty-wonkered. And Jane, she's so masterful at this now that she don't actually need a blue line. And we brought a scrub brush so that we can finish removing the first blue line that we popped. It kind of left an area. So we're going to scrub on that. But we are going to do a thing called deck correct. Deck correct? Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
That's correct. Deck correct. All right.
I'm not sure on the color,
and she's not sure on the color.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, let's go over here and look at the color.
It's got to have 2 coats.
All right, look, this is the color.
That's the color.
That's the color. She's got a little bit on the 4x4 and a little bit from the recycled banister. And what she's trying to do is match
I
the
may
house.
go with a tanner color. This is almost kind of orange.
So I got a really good question for you.
I know.
What do we do with the can? Because once it's pre-mixed, we can't take it back.
Well, it's got to have 2 coats, so I figure I'll use 1 coat on all this stuff down here, and then...
2-tone.
No, well, no. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Yeah, okay.
I'll figure it out.
All right, so she's screwing down the remaining boards while I adjust this. What I'm doing is I'm locking my combo saw to its stand and extending out the side wings because I'm going to have to be making cuts. All right. So it has an indicator for me on how far out to spin these, the maximum length. It tells me maximum length right here. So that's well, now I'm going to run power to it and start making cuts. It has a release on the side that I'm releasing. Right. And I'm also going to activate the slide because I'm cutting 6-inch material. That's because this is a 10-inch combo slide. So what you're looking at is that piece of 4x4 that I cut off on that corner a few minutes ago. Red dot, red dot. All right, so what we did, Jane and I felt together, did a measurement, and I need to cut this to 12.5 inches to go in the corner of where I'm making my addition or extension. So here we go. What help plug these things up? I'm gonna have to count how many times I've forgotten to plug one of these tools up. There we go. That was a tough cut. So what I've done is I've attached one. I have in my little pockets here, right? I have 4 inch on one side, 3.5 on the other. So I need a 4-inch, right? And I'm going to attach my 4x4, right? I got to start it first, right? And raise it up. Actually, I'm off a little bit, so I got to take the screw back out and bring it up just a tad more. Oh, that's a good one. If you can see it, I actually broke the head of the screw off. Oh boy. I may have to borrow my beautiful wife for a second on this one. Okay, here we go. I'm going to razor up. Yeah. In reverse. That's it. All right. So we had one broken screw, but we managed to get this right here. So now I'm gonna put my board up there and see how it looks. Now, I'm looking for hard side up, which is kind of hard to tell on this one. So, so this tells me that I'm going to have to come over. Oh boy. Alright, the 4x4's got to be shifted that away. Well, not really. So it tells me that I'm a little bit high on my 4x4. Ooh, goodness, an inch. Alright, so I gotta take down the 4x4, reduce it by an inch. Alright, then reinstall it. So I'm going to put something to rest this on. Oh, he's still recording? Oh, it is.
It's been recording this whole time.
The whole time. Alright, so now what we've done is determine where the 4x4 needed to be, and we got this right on the edge of our 2x6. So I made a measurement of 8, alright, and 13/16 is going to go right here, alright, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and pilot screws, which this time they only have to be 3.5. Or preset, whatever you want to call them, right? Alright, with that done, I now have to take the board away so I can measure my little blocks that go all along between the old and the new. And I'm going to have to do a lot of editing. And then do.
Okay.
Alright, let me do the next measurement up here.
You know we're still recording?
Huh?
You know we're still recording?
What? No, we're not.
Well, there's a red dot. There's a red dot.
What?
You see it? Turn that.
Alright, here we go. Let me talk about it for a second. A lot of editing. So what we're now doing is we're putting these little cross pieces right here for a screw surface for our last board. In the meanwhile, let me disconnect from this and show you what else we're doing. Okay. Oh, I done turned it into black and white again, Jane. Sorry about that. I don't know how I keep doing that. Let's see. Let's look. I don't know how I'm going into black and white. But it's
back to where we were in black and white.
Now we're starting to make these little cross pieces. We got 2 4x4s that are just actually sitting on the ground. They're not 2.5 feet in the ground. So we're going along here and making a measurement. And this is just where we're going to screw down the last board. All right, so in the meanwhile, we've actually started the banister tops for our recycled banister. So that's what that looks like. All right, so now I got to make a measure and cut the neck size while Jane's screwing in this piece right there. All right, we have completed the bottom deck. All right, and we've straightened out our little cattywonker so we got even boards. We filled in some spots, and we got to decide. So now see, this is just even boards. Let's see, it was 17 and 20, so 37. All right, so we got to fill out this little section right here. Probably gonna just cut these little boards and just nail them right, screw them in right there. But that's as far as we can get today. You can probably hear in the background, I've got thunder, so I got to get in shelter right here. But that's what it looks like.